Welcome back to our second video, guys. I'm Vishak, and today me and the team will be introducing you to what we believe is an exciting long-term investment opportunity. Now, without further ado, I'm sure you've realized that we're now right in front of you live. Last week you heard just our voices, but we thought, you know what, we should come in front of you and interact with all you guys. Before we get into all the details, once again introducing the rest of the team, Sean and Ramesh. And of course, formalities first. If you do like our content, if you're enjoying what we're discussing, whether it's crypto or any of the rest of the topics that we cover, please do not forget to share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much. So guys, before we get started on this week's topic, let's do a little recap of last week and fill you in on some financial news since we last spoke to you guys. Over to you.
Thanks, Vishak.
So Sean, what is currently happening in the cryptos and stock market?
So a lot has happened since our last video on KuCoin. If you've been following the crypto market, KuCoin went down quite a bit, and then it's recovered a little bit. But our investment picks are long term, and sometimes these sort of circumstances make them favourable for buying them at a bargain.
There's been quite a bit of news surrounding crypto. I heard that China has banned crypto.
Yeah, they've declared that all transactions will be illegal financial activities. China think that it's been breeding illegal transactions, but they've always been unfavorable towards crypto, and anything that's not in the control, they just don't like it conspiring.
So what impact do you think that will have on the market? I know that all cryptocurrencies dropped after this news.
Yeah, you're right. It did, and China has a massive population, and it has a lot of crypto users, so it does have an impact. But there's only so much the Chinese government can do to control when it comes to crypto, because it's not regulated, and so although it's not the best news, it's not something that has come as that much of a surprise to me, because I think that it's always people have been thinking that China will do something like that.
So it sounds like there isn't too much to worry about. On the other hand, I've seen some positive news from Powell in US that there is no intention of banning crypto. That's reassuring news.
Yeah, certainly that's reassuring news, and it's probably settled some nerves, and that's probably why and that's probably why you've seen the crypto market recover a little bit after that, because the amount of crypto investors in US is huge.
Also, did you hear of the recent hacking of Coinbase? I believe around 6,000 accounts were hacked over the course of a few months.
Yeah, it's always concerning to hear about crypto hacks, isn't it? But we should note it doesn't affect the vast majority of people who own crypto or who have a Coinbase account. So it's only 6,000 people. And also Coinbase have said that they'll reimburse individuals affected. So it's scary, but not too scary. But I think if you're a long-term investor in crypto, I think you should consider investing in either a Ledger or Trezor, which is a hardware crypto wallet. So I'd highly recommend that.
Yes, a hardware wallet is definitely the way forward. If you would like to know more about them, we will put some information about these in the description of the video. Any news in the stock market to update us on?
So the global stock market has generally seen a bit of a pullback recently as there are rising bond yield rates. And what this indicates is higher inflation, and in turn that means that interest rates could be rising in the near future. The Fed and both the Bank of England have indicated that in 2022 they'll probably be increasing interest rates, which means that it will be a bit more attractive to save money in a bank compared to investing stocks. Although, as you know, that the interest rates are tiny right now, and a slight increase, I'm not sure how much that will pull investors putting their money in the bank rather than putting it into investments which are likely to generate much higher yield. So I don't think it's that much of a concern.
But as long-term investors, we shouldn't be concerned, right?
Yeah, you're right. I don't think we should be concerned as long-term investors, and sometimes these pullbacks in stocks are just great opportunities to get in or average down if you think you've got in a bit expensive. So I'd keep an eye on a few stocks in crypto that you're interested in. Always look when there's a pullback.
So, guys, this week's topic of investment is going to be a little different. Last week we did crypto. This week is going to be more in line with, well, similar to the fashions and the trends of today's world. Just like cryptocurrency is on the rise, so are electric vehicles. And in the age of ultra low emission zones and hybrid cars, electric cars, we've got a really interesting new company here that we'd like to talk about. The name of the company is Quantumscape.
So it comes to the stock pick of the month, and this month's stock pick of the month we wouldn't call a safe investment, but one, if it goes the right way, has a massive upside potential. So one I'm quite excited about. We wouldn't put your life savings on it, of course, because it is a high risk stock. But even a small investment could give you a whole lot of rewards in the future.
You'd have seen that some EV stocks rocketed in 2020, the most well-known one being Tesla. In fact, you'd be sitting on almost 10 times your money if you invested in Tesla during the market crash in March 2020.
Yeah, if only we'd invested in Tesla. That's one we missed out on. And Tesla investors, of course, are investing in more than just a product. They're investing in Elon Musk, who is loved and loathed by many. But one thing that's undeniable is his passion for innovation.
Yeah, there are other EV companies which pumped, like Nikola, and then saw a massive correction.
Yeah, and I think that's been the pattern with EV. And although EV is the future, these companies actually have to get quite a bit of stuff right before they actually make a lot of money, make some real money. So in most cases, there's a lot of hype but very little substance.
Our pick of the month is also EV rated and has a lot of promise if things go the right way. The company's name is Quantumscape. Sham, can you say more about the company?
Yeah, so it's as Romesh said, it's an electric vehicle company, and currently, if you're quite interested in electric vehicles, they all use a technology called lithium metal batteries, which work well. But what Quantumscape are planning to do is invent a new type of technology called solid state batteries, which have the potential to not only charge in 15 minutes, they also have a higher battery life and cheaper to manufacture, and that's probably the biggest obstacles in EV currently. So this is basically eliminating the fact you have to wait hours to charge your battery. It costs a bomb to buy an electric vehicle car, and yeah. So it's if they actually deliver, there is a lot that can be done.
Thanks, Sham. I've heard that the technology has attracted the attention of investors like Bill Gates and Volkswagen. In fact, Volkswagen's investment is so far up to $300 million.
Yeah, they've invested a massive amount, haven't they? And the technology has intrigued many. And without getting too technical, it's because the company who have developed the battery have a powerful advantage against other players in the field. And it's not just EV that the batteries can be used in; they can also be used in telephones, tablets, airplanes. So the potential is huge.
Their balance sheet also looks healthy. The company has enough cash on hand, about $1.53 billion, until it finally goes to market.
Yeah, and recently, in terms of the share price, we've seen a good pullback as well. So if we look at the chart, we saw an all-time high of about $130, or even higher than $130, and then since then it's dropped drastically, and now we see the share price hovering between $20 to $30 with an all-time low of around $19.
That's over fivefold just to the all-time high. Just imagine if the company actually managed to meet their promise of delivering these batteries.
Yeah, agree. It could be huge for investors. And I get that's exactly why we've picked this stock. But we also need to mention some of the reasons why we think this is a high risk stock rather than a safer long term pick. So there's still a lot of things a company needs to get right. They have to get the technology right for cars. So they've got the technology, but they need to actually make it practical for cars and be able to scale that to produce for many cars. So they need to scale the technology. There are also other competitors like Apple and Tesla who are trying to produce better and more efficient batteries. So that's another obstacle. And if Apple and Tesla, which are huge companies, get something right, that could be bad for Quantumscape. So obviously there are definitely things to consider before investing, and that's why we've said invest small, but we think there's massive potential for this, and we think there's enough of a bull case to at least dip your toes into this opportunity.
So, have you guys watched anything on Netflix recently?
Yeah, man. I was just watching. I don't know if you guys have heard of the House of what's it called? The House of Secrets.
Not House of Frasier.
No.
I thought it's House of
Se-
Cards, not House of Secrets. No.
It's this new show on Netflix. It's
Yeah.
about these deaths that happened in India,
Yeah.
in Delhi, right, in this Burari district, basically. Really interesting.
Okay.
And basically this like normal joint family living together happily, everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then one morning, all 11 of them are found hanging
Oh
in
crap.
their home. And like, obviously no explanation. 11 people, the entire family just gone
Wow.
in one night. With all their like hands tied, blindfolded, everything, yeah. And only their dog is alive on the roof. And it's a 3-part series, and it's like following like the investigation, showing how things unraveled and the things they
Yeah.
found and how and why it actually happened and stuff like that. Really interesting. Like I've watched
Yeah.
2 out of 3, and it's disturbing, but it's really good. So it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, I definitely will watch that.
Yeah.
I've watched. Well, not. I wouldn't call similar, but it's a similar sort of genre, like a 3-part documentary on Netflix. So this one I came up actually quite a few years ago, but someone recommended it to me. It's called Don't Fuck with Cats. So,
All right. Yeah. I've seen that actually. On the what was it about?
Basically, it's a series about this YouTuber who starts filming these very disturbing videos about killing cats, and a lot of people start viewing it and getting disturbed by it, and they create this.
Killing cats.
Yeah, this first video is of him sort of having these kittens, 2 kittens, and then suffocating them in a sort of plastic
What?
wrap. It's very disturbing, and
Well, he goes live on YouTube. And
he doesn't go live, but he posts a video on YouTube, and he gets lots of views, but obviously loads of dislikes. And there's a whole group created on Facebook to try and hunt him down, and it's how that unravels, how it is, and that's just I guess the start. It gets much worse.
oh my days! I don't
So
even
I
know if I
don't-
want to watch that. To be honest, like, I don't mind like humans, yeah,
Yeah,
but not to do with animals, man. That sounds
it's
crazy. That's a
It's-
3-part series as
it's
well.
3-part series. It's not. There's some bits which are not nice to watch, but it's actually how it unravels and how they actually start tracking him down. It's what the interesting bit is. So I
So the disturbing bit is in the first episode, obviously.
Yeah.
And then it's about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is kind of the same. Like the disturbing bit. I mean, Now that you've said it, this doesn't even compare, I feel like, but yeah, definitely, I guess, worth a watch. What about you, mate? What are you?
I've been currently watching Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah, the anime, yeah?
Yeah, it's a really good anime about these big titans trying to kill all the humans in the city. And basically the humans try and fight back the titans.
Yeah.
Um, but
I've seen like a couple of episodes. Is it the one where they've got like a high wall around the city or something?
yeah, there's
They try and
three
protect it.
walls around the humans.
Yeah.
They consist of like wall rows and some other walls that I forgot the names of. But yeah, there's variations of the titans as well.
Yeah.
So some of them have big armors,
Yeah.
and some of them are quick.
Mm.
Yeah, but I haven't got that far into the anime, so
Okay.
I've just completed season 1.
Oh right, okay,
Yes.
cool. Anime is good fun, and like it depends like what it is. Like I watched. Do you remember I told you I watched Blood of Zeus,
Yeah,
and that was amazing, man. I need to watch Blood of Zeus on Netflix as well. Another show
Yeah.
I'd recommend you and all of you guys watching as well. If you get a chance, definitely watch that and all the aforementioned series on here. We're not, producing or promoting any of them, but just worth a mention, worth a watch, isn't it?
Yeah, so there you go. You've got a whole list of
A little insight into what we're currently doing in our free time, basically.
yeah. So we're now the stocks and
Yeah, stocks and series.
series Netflix
Yeah.
series experts.
Just keep expanding it.
Yeah.
Alright people, so that's all we've got time for this month. If you've liked what you've seen, once again, share, subscribe to this channel. We're going to come back with some more insights, some more updates on the financial world, and some more recommendations from these two guys about where to put your hard-earned money. And hopefully, from the suggestions that we've given you, you're slowly going to be able to reap the benefits. And please comment and let us know if you guys have any suggestions that we can explore and research and then present to the rest of you guys. So thank you once again for watching. See you again next month. Take care of yourselves out there. Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
thanks.